You may know hyperpop, and you've probably heard of funk, but what if we put the two together and made hyperfunk? I noticed this trend using the realistic drums, the funky synths, a BPM of like 100 to 125, plus like a hyperpop feel of computer music and being a little slightly experimental. So I said, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make some hyperfunk. And to do that, we're gonna be using a new sample pack out right now. It's my new sample pack, Hyperfunk. I spent a lot of time working on it and I'm really excited to show it to you. I'm feeling setting a timer on this one. I normally spend about 2 hours on timed beats. That's where I'm kind of comfortable at. And I'm feeling a little confident. So it's gonna be a 1 hour beat. All right, let's go. In this sample pack, one of the things it has is chord progressions. So I'm gonna start with that and I'll just drag that in. This is what we're working with. All right, so I'm gonna put some Serum presets on here. Let's look at those. So I'll just scroll through a few of these. There's one I wanna use in particular. It is this one. I called it Lush Mono. I wanted a mono sound. Sounded pretty funky to me. Now, I think let's put a bass in there and let's look at some of these presets. The one I had in mind is a really fun one. I just learned how to make this. It is a talking yoit. Yoit! Being that we're working with some funk, I think I'm gonna do like one of those funk basses. Something more like this. Ooh, maybe do like a fill here, like a ba-da-da-da-doo-doo. Something like this. Hot stuff. Let's keep moving. I gotta show you maybe my favorite part of this. And it's not a preset. My favorite part is something I put in here called ARP MIDI. It is basically one shots of MIDI arpeggios. This will save a ton of time. You just drag in something like this or something like this. It's not hard to write, but it just takes a while. And if you have it right there, it's super helpful. For example, something like this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just chop this up a little bit so it's just the going up part, and then I'll toss on like a Serum preset and we'll look at some plucks. I liked the first one, and then a key to doing something like this is having delay on there to make it really shine. Yeah, there we go. That was super quick. That could have taken like 20 minutes if you started from scratch to do that whole thing, if you're like me. Sometimes I'm not the quickest at production. We got 50 minutes left. Let's hit the drums. This pack also has drums in there. I'll start with maybe a snare. And I also have something really fun in there. It's called pre-snares. I don't know if there's like a real name for this, but I just call them pre-snares. And a key to doing something like this is have it on the second and fourth or just on the fourth. This is what I'm talking about. All right, let's get a kick. This one has 16 kick drums. I kind of split it up of like realistic drums, more like punchy EDM drums, and also like some hip hop rack kick type drums. Let's go 6. You could go 4 on the floor here, but I personally feel like one of these. It's also got claps in there. I'll just do like one of these. Something like this. I think I'll go for like a hat loop. And not that it's necessary, but I'm gonna add in some shakers as well, just to show them off. Not every single beat has to have this much drums. Ooh, actually, let's go tambourine instead. We're actually getting pretty far pretty quick. Not every single chord has to be held out. So I'm just gonna do one of these. Maybe do like a A-A-A-B. And have these held out. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Before we get too far, I think it's time for vocals. I prepared for this one a little bit. I wrote out some lyrics. I didn't want to spend a ton of time during this beat just thinking of stuff. Sheesh. Sheesh. See how that sounds. Oh, hey, check this out. New vocal preset if you wanna cop. This is a pitched up vocal, just so you're mentally prepared for that. Hot dog. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down the preset and then I'm going to do some pitch correction. Then we're going to write that new synth. All right. So a preset, because I'll get basically a question every single day on this video if I don't break this down. Starting with Shep's Omnichannel. You don't need this, but it's very helpful. This is gain. This is a de-esser that can be found in your stock plugin. EQ boosting high, cutting a little bit of low mid, cutting lows. A gate. This is helpful so you don't hear the background noise when I compress this. Now we go to a tuning plugin. I use a Waves Tune Real Time. Make sure this is in the key of your song. I have it on target pitch because I'm going to be routing MIDI into there. Then I have Manipulator. This is a paid plugin, but you can also use a free one called M Auto Pitch. I have it pitched up 12 and then only up 7. And then this is fun. I have it set to glide a little bit. It's an interesting sound. And then I have a little bit of stereo and a tiny bit of detune. Oh, I should be doing befores and after. So this is raw. Prepare your ears. Now that you got it. Sheps. Now that you got it. Tuning. Now that you got it. Manipulator. Now that you got it. Low cut, a ton of high boost. OTT at 29%. And I have this tuned to my frequency. You see my fundamental right here, the lowest note. I have it tuned to like right up to there is where it cuts off. That's what I mean whenever I say tune your OTT. It means change the split frequencies. Just another EQ and then a saturator, basically distortion at 15% dry, wet. And I have this boosted up until it like really, really distorts. And then here is regular. Doubler, left and right detuned just a tiny bit. You can kind of see on this little diagram. This is before doubler. After doubler. And then I have a flanger on there because I wanted the high modulation sound at 100%. And that was a little too drastic, so I put it at 30. And then just a simple delay. Yeah, so that's the new updated hyperpop vocal chain if you want to pitch up your vocals. 30 minutes left. I'm going to write like another melody line in here. I need like a little lead. Okay, let me show off the leads while I'm here. Okay, I think there can be one more lead in here. I think I have a few sine leads in here, and those are really good for just staying like in the background. Let's try sine format. Ooh, that's super funky. That's pretty good. I think for 13 minutes left, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm liking it. Oh, okay. So I want to do something to the vocals real quick. I'm going to do another layer on there. Vocals Bishu, because literally I just copied his vocal chain from like a Twitch clip. This is what that one sounds like. Now that you got it, do anything you want if you want it. Get it done from the start if you started. It's a little too breathy for me, but I think if I play it in the whole thing, it'll sound better. All right, let's hear how it turned out. Now that you got it. Do anything you want if you want it. It's done from the start if you started. Coming down, looking up, shake your shoulder, give it up, stars are falling. All right, well, I like how that turned out, especially for like 40 minutes. That's a good demo right there. All right, that's going to be it for this video. The sample pack in the description, Hyperfunk on my website. I want to say thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.